had a good time in beautiful Scotland.
Hi, Mr. President.
Could we ask about that? Could we ask about that, please? On Gaza, Keir Starmer has just announced the UK will recognise Palestinian sovereignty in September if Israel does not commit to a ceasefire, ease the suffering in Gaza, and commit to a long-term solution that would deliver the two-state solution in the Middle East. Did you know that was coming?
No, we never discussed it. Surprisingly, it was never really discussed. Maybe a little bit at the news conference, but he was sort of discussing it with you. We never did discuss it, and we have no view on that. We're going to get a lot of money to the area so they can get some food. He's going to also. I think the European Union is going to put up money too for food, and hopefully it's going to be properly distributed, and it will be. I think it will be. We have some pretty good response on people for the distribution of the food.
Mr. President.
We want to take it one thing at a time. They need food, and they need people to be able to get them the food.
But to follow up on that, I mean, is there any use at all in pressuring Israel now to come to some sort of longer-term solution?
Well, you could make the case that you're rewarding people, that you're rewarding Hamas if you do that, and I don't think they should be rewarded. So I'm not in that camp, to be honest. We'll let you know where we are in, but I am not in that camp.
Mr. President,
because if you do that, you really are rewarding Hamas, and I'm not about to do that.
Mr. President, you mentioned setting up food centers. When can we expect to see those food centers?
Yeah, very soon. So we sent $60 million. It's a lot of money for food, a lot of money that can take care of people for a long time. And we want to make sure it's being spent properly. And part of the spending is the distribution. If a lot of money's been sent by other countries, but nothing compared to us. But a lot of things have been stolen. They send money, they send food, and Hamas steals it. So it's a tricky little game. But we're going to make sure we have some very good people. They're going to be watching it.
Who is going to be running those food centers for you, and what kind of oversight?
Well, we're going to be dealing with Israel, and we think they can do a good job of it. And they want to do it.
Of monitoring the food centers?
No, they want to do it. The food centers, yeah. They want to preside over the food centers to make sure the distribution is proper.
Speak to Prime Minister Netanyahu, and when will you speak to him?
2 days ago.
How many?
2 days ago.
When do you think?
I said we sent money, and I want to make sure the money is spent wisely and is spent judiciously, and that food is distributed in a proper manner. And he wants to do that.
Moving Palestinians out of Gaza, you said in the past, do you still support that idea?
Well, it's a concept that some people fell in love with and some people don't. We really have to see how it all works out before we do that. But, you could do something spectacular, but that's a different concept. You could also probably do it if you left some. Some are leaving automatically, you know that. Some would like to leave. I think many would like to leave if they were given an alternative. They really have no alternative now. But certainly that was a concept that was really embraced by a lot of people, but also some people didn't like it.
Prime Minister Starmer, he was kind of critical of Israel and said more pressure needed to be put on Israel to allow food to get in at speed. Do you feel that Israel is a good...
I think Israel wants to do it, actually. I think Israel wants to do that. They're going to want to... and I can tell you that they want to do it. They don't want Hamas stealing the money or stealing the food, and that's what they've been doing.
When do you think it's working? Have you discussed the crisis in Gaza and the terrifying...
I have, and she thinks it's terrible, and she sees the same pictures that you see, and that we all see, and I think everybody, unless they're pretty cold-hearted or worse than that, nuts. There's nothing you can say other than it's terrible when you see the kids. And those are kids, whether they talk starvation or not, those are kids that are starving. They are starving. And you see the mothers, they love them so much, and there's just nothing they seem to be able to do. They got to get them food, and we're going to get them food.
Do you plan to...